Hello everybody, how you doing? We're back with a little bit more MSQ. Today, we are going to get back to our original mission before our detour in Doma. Mhigo will be free. But first, we're gonna go talk to... who am I talking to? Where is it? Short Pier? Okay, I'll take it to Kugane Dori Marcos. Gonna stick with Red Mage for a little bit, just because I'm really feeling it, enjoying it a lot. Might swap if I get like a dungeon or anything like that, just to get a faster queue time, but for the most part, I just really like Red Mage. I think aside from, I think it's my favorite non-healer, non-tank job. Hey Alpha, no. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. I'm assuming that he's meant to be like Lancer. His lance looks rad. The actual, like, stick of the lance doesn't really have a lot going on, but I like that kind of trident vibe up there. We free and out Mhigo. We're working on it. It's a process, but you know what? We're gonna get there. Is anybody climbing the tower? Not that I can see. That's not the right way. They'll be free one day. Hopefully by me, but you know what? At this point, I'm sure they're not going to complain about whoever frees them. Ooh, what are you wearing? I really like that. I like the kind of like Asian style plate here. Like, I don't really know what this specific style of armor is called. I know that like in the Gekkokujo era, or the Sengoku era, it's one of those. No, it's the Gekkokujo era. They used to make like wooden plates like that. Like stacked on top of each other. I'm not sure what it's called, though. Oh, are we voice acted? Nope. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It's a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are certainly grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you'll be glad to hear that I have already charted passage for you back to Limsa. The ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the four of you have boarded. Why can't we just aetheryte? The four of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes. I've given it some thought, and I realize that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than ever before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times, I'm not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Tell him, Tataru. Must you always presume the worst? With anyone related to Lolorito? Yes. So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and a half-dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. Of course everyone loves you, Tataru. So go. Go, don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you've finished, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2 to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. Tataru's staying? I hope that doesn't mean that she's gonna have less of a part in the story. She's my favorite scion. Man, I actually just got really sad because I've had a few things spoiled. I talked about it in my little retrospective video. Well, no, I didn't, but I mentioned that things have been spoiled for me. I didn't talk about specifically what, because I don't know when they happen, so I couldn't put up a warning. But I don't know if Tataru's still around. I really hope she is. First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others won't be far behind. Now this is a voice-acted cutscene.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
Nailed it.
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. But
Oh, I thought he was done. I wasn't looking at
And
the screen.
what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
not to speak of, I assure you.
No chat box for that.
You there! Hold that ship!
Who is this? Hien! And Yugiri.
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
Oh.
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say.
Is it that Gosetsu's alive?
You helped us win our freedom.
Damn it.
And for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
That'd be a massive help, actually.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid. And as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even
That's
the
smart.
Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma?
That's really smart.
And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself? And Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
What do you mean, and Gosetsu?
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lise. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor.
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends. And may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Man, I really like Hien. He's just a genuinely good dude. He reminds me of what I really liked in Horschiffant, but different, more confident in himself. Just like a genuinely good dude who's, now that he's in a better position, kind of wants to do good for the sake of doing good. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Oh.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
Zeno's gonna kill somebody again? He sure is. Zeno's just be killing his subordinates. For no reason. I mean, actually, I guess there is a reason. He abandoned his spot.
Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
You.
Pedolorem Lupus! Come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranier Lupi.
Kryl? But she was at Rogger's Reach. What happened?
Xenosier Galvus, I presume.
What does that mean for Y'shtola?
It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I would not hear another sound pass her lips. until I strip the fat from her.
No, don't kill Kryl. You wouldn't. I mean, he definitely would. But, like, the devs wouldn't, right? Like, there's no way they would just outright kill Kryl just after she got introduced. They wouldn't give her such a unique design. I'm afraid. Back in AOZ at last. Ready to... Ooh, sorry, hiccups. Back in AOZ at last. Ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Mhigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Hell yeah. Give me those casting pants. Catch me if you can. The Returned. Ooh, that's not a bad title at all. Some rings. I was taking a sip. I thought there'd be a longer black screen. Here we are, home at last. I must say the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of an otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. Yeah. But in spite of all that and more, we return better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of Imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Mhigo. Yes! Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished. And did it sound best coming from you? Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. Oh, that's a big smile from you, Gary. Merlewib. I see I am not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Aldenar Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabanya? Aye. The Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides toward rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations, with mixed results, I am sorry to say. 'Twas a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded Resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Kryl Baldessian was taken prisoner. Kryl! Do they know where she's being held? They do not. But your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabanya looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek Thancred out without delay. Nay, Kryl taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castromorians. Pray excuse us, Admiral. Lady Ugiri. Oh, we gotta get Kryl back. I feel like I remember Y'shtola already being transferred out of, like, the main fighting area. So she's probably okay. Return to Castamorians. I think I'll be setting this as my current home. Now that I'm no longer going to be constantly going back and forth from Doma and the mainland of Eorzea. Thancred! There you are. You have heard the news. In broad strokes from Admiral Bluefistwin, what happened? Kryl and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment, when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos... I will make no excuse. We failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. I guess I was wrong. It was the skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong in the Echo as Chris is, of course. Half the time it's enough to knock me on my ass. Like I've taken a dose of concentrated aether. So you walked in Fordola's memories. What did you see? A woman promised the world. Education, training, citizenship. All that and more if she sold her soul. A traitor to her people. A pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Kryl Baldessian. Alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Kryl or her current whereabouts. If their orders were to bring Kryl back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it's up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted. I'll find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Alden. If you hurry, you can find him on the road and discuss this situation beforehand. I think Chris and I are going to see Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here. I'm gonna mount up. Oh, I can't fly. Is that? Oh, that's Magitech armor. I was like, what the hell is that? Well, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lise. Chris. I'm sure you've heard about Kryl by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. I have no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass, and that's good news for Kryl. I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us, and no mistake. Arenvald's been a godsend. Him and Mhigo and all the other young bloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive support from the Flames Alamegan Brigade, who have been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Garabania, as well as some political prisoners from the cities proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. That is fantastic to hear. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we've still got a far way to go. But we'll fight for every elm, and sooner or later, we'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste across Castromorians. There's no point in you telling me everything now, when you'll only have to say it again for the Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others that you're not far off. Back to Orient. We couldn't have this conversation like 100 feet closer. Don't you do it, Leshy. Thank you. Oh, I even said thank you already. Serpent Soldier. Crushes balls. Raubon, Pippin. You've spoken with Thancred then? Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. Give me defending. Walger's Beacon. There you are. And there's Commander Kemp, I see. I know you're eager to speak of our next move, but we should first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma. Yeah, we freed it. It was pretty cool. What's that did? Getting better at telling. Don't prove me wrong.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Go on. Continue.
Very well. Allow me.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
It was pretty cool.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamegan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I named this operation Rhalgr's Beacon. For as Rhalgr once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Yeah, woo woo, yeah, yeah. I gotta add in my own because they didn't add any extra noises for the people cheering. Yeah. The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castellum Volodna, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fredola and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So we'll get to fight the skulls again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye. Fredola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of their garrison occupied, leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place? I don't need you to take Volodna, Commander Kemp. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? Aye. We convince them Volodna's lost, hit them hard with our reinforcements and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the Castellum. What say you? That's actually massive brain. It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Oh, wrong person. Chris, Lise, Arnvald. Chris, Lise, Arnvald. I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Alice and I will remain with the Flame General. Oh, I screwed it. Hold on. Okay. No, we're caught up now. We'll return to Rhalgr's Reach and make our preparations. And as soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. It'd be nice if I could keep a voice for them for more than like 2 or 3 lines. I feel like I don't think that I can really mimic Raubon's accent that well. I think just a deeper voice with a slight accent is the best that I'm really gonna get. But it's always funny when I accidentally give the voice I mean for Raubon in a conversation to someone like Alpha now. Just the idea of him suddenly speaking with a deep voice. God, Rhalgr's Reach is so pretty. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Volodna is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it, and far too long besides. But there's no need for all that, right, Mhigo? Not as long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms now. Now involved, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lise, I want you to look in on the squadrons, make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? Yeah. Yes, sir. All forces are to depart for Castellum Corvi when ready. That will be all. Chris, stay with me a moment if you would. There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the Barber. Another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from Little Amigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you've finished. I wonder if I'm going to recognize the one from Little Amigo. I might not recognize them myself, but I'm sure that they will recognize me because of how much stuff happens in Little Amigo. Oh, that's the wrong room. Wait, I know you. Captain Almeida. It's an honor to meet you. I was living hand-to-mouth in Ul'dah, but decided to enlist in the Flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join in the fight for my homeland's liberation. But this is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Captain. We'll give those Imperial Horsons what for. Anytime I hear the word Whoreson, I just think of Whoreson Prison Blues from The Witcher. Fantastic song. Joey Beatty is an incredibly handsome man, and very talented. I say, if it isn't the lad who helped me when me find the ward I misplaced. But there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what's done is done. But know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next, and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. I always get so emotional when they're talking about me being the hero of Eorzea. The fact that, they actually recognize you in this game and know the kind of person you are and what you've done is amazing to me. Chris, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. You saved my life in Little Amigo, you did. Wilrid and the rest of us had gotten it into our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon a Rhalgr like the Amaja summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Wilred? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. And maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in any hurry, mind. Oh, I do remember that. I remember that La Habrea was trying to get it in their heads that they could just summon Rhalgr. Which, I mean, in theory they could, but it wouldn't end well for anybody. Conrad! I talked to them. You've had a word with the men I mentioned then. As I'm sure you noticed, they've another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another. But that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Giravani his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Mhigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the Resistance. In growing large, we've grown more diverse, and while there's good in that, there's also potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort to lead such men to Mhigo, don't you think? Someone like Lise, you mean? I see we're of one mind. She'll have to make the decision for herself, of course. You've traveled with her, been by her side when she's had to make hard choices. You've seen her at her worst and her best. If you think she's got it in her, then she does. Look after her, Chris. She's our future, and my hope. Man, I'm getting really choked up. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. Of course, Conrad. Good lad. Right then, we'd best head to Castellum Corvi. Or what remains of it, rather. So... Oh, God. It's getting me emotional. So fun little thing about me is I get emotional very easily. And a lot of the times, if you hear me let out like a little chuckle or a little laugh, it's because it's like one of the only ways I can keep myself from actually like full on getting choked up. And stories like this, like resistance stories and like rebellions for a good cause like this, oh man, they hit different. Plays the Gojo clip. Aw, you crying? I haven't seen all of that season of JJK, but I've seen that clip just all over the place. Gear, KM. Oh, I gotta cross this bridge over here. They definitely leaned in to the smug dickhead. But like, he got the looks and the charisma to back it up. So like, I'm not complaining too much. I ain't liking that motherfucker, but that clip lives rent frickin' free in my brain. Yeah. Oh, that's a really big thing. I don't want to be around that. We'll lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Mhigo sees to the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. Look at Lise. Getting a workout in, getting ready. I love that you added the fwee. Literally, I can hear you in my head, okay? What is that? What are those? Are those like cannon shells flying in? Yeah, they are.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Calm down, Nargo. You're making her nervous. We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Mhigo, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
Conrad's putting up some crazy death flags. Oh right, we have snake people. Head for Castellum Volodna. Quickly now. We've got to reach Volodna before General Alden and his men are overwhelmed. Scouts, dead ahead. If they see us, they'll warn the others. Not if we kill them first. There's no healers in the room. That is a snake girl. I have not seen a snake person like that outside of Girubanya. It would be cool to have races like that available to us as players, but I feel like it'd be really hard to do with the current setup. Like with the current, like, mechanics of the game. The engine, that's what it's called. That's the last of them. Let's keep moving. Because, like, everybody else, for the most part, like, holds themselves the same way. But you would have to come up with completely different poses and stuff. And, I don't know, maybe a different hitbox for a snake person? They wouldn't be able to wear, like, leggings or shoes. So you would need other spots for equipment. We left a token force behind. Nothing we can't handle. A single boot, you're so right.
Take this!
Get him, Lise. Oh well, I probably should have been targeting the artillery this whole time. It's kind of funny to me that they have such short-range artillery, like even as an option. Literally one of the most useless artillery pieces I've ever seen. Instance. This is an instance. There she is. Think you're clever with all your little tricks? Think again. None of you are leaving here alive. You survived the reach, hero, but this time you won't be so lucky. Are you ready for the wombo combo? Boom, boom. Stab. Stab. Stab, you ain't running. Stab. I said you ain't running. Now I'm running. What you gonna do about it? Oh, you got little drones. That's actually kind of cute. I like them. Get stabbed a whole lot. Here or not, you'll die just like the rest. You ain't never gonna catch me. This is my bridge. You are not taking this from me. He's putting up a decent fight, I'll give it that.
Meet my new friend!
Meet my new friend? What do you mean by that? What are you doing? Do you think you are Gaius? You ain't Gaius. Where's that new friend? Naga made it. We've only got to hold a little longer. Beat her ass.
God damn you!
Legitimately kill her.
No more hiding! Let's finish this! Look! The flag!
Oh, that's a really cool flag. It's Ralger's star. Oh yeah, get it, Arnvald.
The bridge is ours! Al Mhigo! Al Mhigo! Al Mhigo! Yeah!
We unironically took the bridge. This wasn't the plan, but it worked.
Stand your ground! It's not over yet! Damn it!
Jumper.
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Oh, they're actually just cutting us down. Did you just stab him with your staff? Or was that meant to be a lance? Yeah, the Bull of Al Mhigo's back. Get him, Ralvon. What you gonna do when the bull runs wild on you?
Villadina is fallen? Impossible.
Villadina? Okay, not Villadna.
Forward! No mercy!
Get him. And this is Raubon with one hand, by the way.
To regroup. All units, fall back!
And he has that much of a presence on the battlefield. It's enough to bring a tear to your eye.
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
Kill him.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us. School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
The mask is cool as like a... Like, if it was like for the serpents, or like the twin adder, I could see it being really cool for them. But as a villain group, the masks don't really do a whole lot of favors for them.
I suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
It's hilarious to me that Mhigo literally just glamoured the flag. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't work, but also I never considered it. It's a shame Fodola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself, it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're gonna take it back. All of it. One ilm at a time if we have to. Give me Cafty ring. I'm surprised that you made it through with all the death flags you were putting up, my man. I'm gonna be so real. There's still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the Castellum. We'll need to search it top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of any of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. We can afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Alden in Bittermill. Yeah, the Ananta Battle Maid. She does look really good. I love the design. I wish that it was like a playable race, but I understand why it can't really be. Is that like... She got like a... like fuzz on her tail? Interesting. Why does the snake have a fluffy tail? That's a real big thing, and I don't want any part of it. I do want a part of it. What are you? You're a Kurnus? Part of the Fate? Makes sense. I have a ping. Hello, single soldier. Prepare to die. Oh, there's two of you. Okay, I don't feel as bad now. Although, I'm not gonna lie to you, Your buddy's done. I have figured out the wombo combo. It only took me 18 levels to get to the point where I can consistently just nuke somebody first round of combat. Wow. I've been thinking about D&D so much lately. I've wrapped up 3 campaigns in 2 weeks. The first like few seconds of combat, I can just nuke somebody because of Flachet and Contra 6. Contra 6? Not just 6. I don't know what Contra 6 means. What you kneeling for? Oh, you're just one dude? I'm so sorry that you're caught up in all this. I mean, I'm not really that sorry because you're part of an awful empire that's trying to wipe people out. But, you know. I'm sorry that you ran into me solo. I think this is the first time I've actually gotten to use the Yol. At least first time since I added it to the roulette. It's such a big mount and its wing beats are so slow that it makes me feel like I'm riding a slower mount. Hold on, was it legitimately slower? Hold on. And then hop down. I feel like that might actually be slower. Interesting. Oh. Good, good. The fighting's died down here too, as you can see. I don't know if I missed something there. I feel like I missed something, but oh well. Pippin left a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Velladina. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one Castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Yes, sir, General. Delight not overmuch in victory. Not when there are other battles left to begin. Not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. No, that mount isn't slower. It just really felt like it because of how big it is. I had the same issue with the Ahriman. Because of its weird movements, it felt way slower than anything else I was using at the time. Excuse me, Antlions, please don't try to jump me. Excuse me. I took the most awkward way around that rock I possibly could, and then I had a frame drop that almost dropped me into a hole. No wonder how my baby's doing. In Southern Finland. Hell yeah. Back so soon. I suppose the general and his men had what matters well in hand. The vice marshal and his men showed up not long before you left, or after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Ooh, wait. How to... Oh! These look really good. These go incredibly hard. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us. There's a bear with us? Commander Kemp, Marshal Terrapin reports that their sweep of the Castellum's interior has been completed. So it's finally over, eh? Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castellum Villadina is well and truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... Wait, where's Mhigo? She took her bird and flew off towards the Peering Stones, the village of the M tribe, where she was born. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Villadina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried. So I gave her leave to go and see that her people were safe. Though I pray you are right, 'twould be best if Mhigo were not alone if she would encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stones and make sure everything is alright. If that's your wish, then I have no objection. Just let the guard know when you wish to cross. I wish to cross. Greetings, Scion. Do you wish to pass? Yes. Mount up. That's a long walk. I got my silly guy! Hey Pippin, bye Pippin. Silly little dude. I like Pippin. He has never really had much of an impact on the story, but I like him. I still don't know how Raubon managed to make Pippin, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it too much. I do still have the mountain music off. I really like the music in Girabanya, so I'm just having it off for a little bit longer. The path to the village is through a tunnel just east of here. Follow me. Why is there a thing here? Rising fortunes, rising spirits. Oh, it's like, because this is like a tunnel for it. Or not a tunnel, what's it called? Like an entryway. Like you can't get into here without going through there for right now. We going up here? Hey Tika, how you doing? I'll have a little sippy.
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village. My home.
Oh yeah, you are M. Tika Rahan here.
Good, all things considered. Better than the Inanta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
Did you know about this place before you named yourself M. Tikaraha? Or is that just a
We're
happy
here to help.
coincidence?
Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana.
The Kaliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
I did research Mhigo tribes and such, but I didn't know I was gonna find her home. Ooh. Fun.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But
What I
then
didn't
a
know.
new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the
Oh no.
It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
What I didn't know was that Grahatia was a thing, which by naming conventions, Tika could be his daughter. Ooh.
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials, she knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fedola knew for sure was that the resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
Female sun cats take their father's first name as their
No,
last name?
they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came. The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Bad idea. Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the broodmother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
What madness.
The skulls need to all just get killed.
The true
Everyone.
madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
She summoned a primal then and there?
Oh no.
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Kaliana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Vera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us?
Aye. All who have fought with the resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the Icon Slayer.
That's me. What's another god?
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it. We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
Revolutions is such a good song. Every time I hear it, I can't help but just start kind of swaying back and forth. It's so good. Give me that sick coat. The Lure of the Dream. Ooh, what is this gonna look like? Oh, wait. Hold on. Dye it Roland Berry red immediately. I don't know if it's really the fit with the rest of this, but I like it. At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, there may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I have been rather too willing to accept that we have no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather, your life, to address these threats. Yet the primals we have faced thus far have demonstrated a variety of temperaments and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Ramu would sooner keep to the forest with his children. Ere we decide to challenge Sri Lakshmi, it would seem wise to learn more of her nature from those who summoned her unto this world. If that is your will, then so be it. To the north you will find our village. Sarisha shall unfold all. We shall leave at once. Manago, can you inform our comrades at the bridge of what happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. Ooh. Eyes bigger than her stomach. Aether card? Yes! Mzimzizi. Zaliko. Tribe Mender. Fix my stuff, please? Oh, the only thing that's almost broken is... Or not even almost broken. The only thing that's damaged is the earring. I'm good then. What is this? Oh! Very cool. Hunting log creatures. Ooh, Aetherite. Or Aether Current. Alright, I was gonna ignore you, but you are on my hunting log and you're choosing to fight me, so... Was it just the one? Didn't even pop up. Oh, no, that's not... Okay. I have to use a burlap sack on those guys after they're weak. That's what it was. I was looking at the wrong quest. That's okay, though. I do Aether Currents off-stream. Hey, I hear you summoned a god. We do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and we come seeking Sarisha of the Vyra. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we must first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one which I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with her beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. 'Twas the Kalyana broodmother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the aether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely, that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may have also harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Kalyana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Vaira. This is true. The Vaira and the Kalyana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vaira, Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will. And so we stand with the resistance against the Empire and give our lives for the cause. To the Kalyana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystal is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribute is imbued with a fragment of the soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Kalyana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Ananta will. The Kalyana bade the Vaira make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake of their primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Kalyana. Will you help them to see reason? Knowing that I'll kill your god if I have to, maybe even if I don't. No, I'm not gonna say that. You can count on us. Then we shall, for without you we may be powerless to stop them. If you do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra will guide you to fuck that word. Janan Khat, and I shall pray for your success. Whoever came up with that name is an asshole. Well met, scions. I am Vajra, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. I command. You are ready? You look ready. Janan Khat. There you will find the Kalyana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. Zoom in. I think after this one I'm going to call it. Hopefully it doesn't take too long in queue. was looking at the map, not where I was actually going. I'm gonna go Dark Knight for this. Feel like it'll be easier to get in queue as a tank. Or maybe as a healer. How? I guess I go north instead? Through their camp? I'll stay as Dark Knight as I travel because I don't want to fight these like high-level creatures as a healer. But maybe I swap to healer as I get there. We'll see. Actually, I don't know if I have a healer aside from Sage who's high enough level. We'll see what happens. I can't believe it. Oh, I almost snuck through them without getting aggroed. Don't you turn around, birdie. Thank you. Janan Kat. The path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetherite. You may use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. Yeah, this isn't happening without a fight. As much as Alpha No would like to try to pretend it might, it's not happening. Ooh, big elephant. Why is the elephant angry? Excuse me, I have an aetherite to get. You don't have line of sight on me. I hate that you exist. Here, aggro me over here so that way you fuck off, please. There's a giant pillar between us. What do you mean you're still shooting me? I just don't want to fight you. Because if I stand and fight you, then other stuff is gonna aggro. Angry Fent. No! Make him happy, damn it. Ooh, purple aetherite. Oh, you're really pretty. Is that your tail? Why is it split like 3 different ways?
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She is silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
So she's just a living body without a mind.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alisaie, have you gone mad?
Yeah, Alisaie's
Mayhap I
mad.
have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Alisaie's pissed.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood.
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
Is she also doing this thing?
A worm
I feel like I
eating
hear it.
heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor, misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens.
Alisaie. Not again, dude. Why's she always getting bodied?
Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
Alright. I know. It was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Chris. I had to. I had to try, and I failed. So you have to fight. There's no other way. Never stop trying. It means a lot to hear you say that. It does. But it doesn't make it any easier to have to ask you to face that thing. We can but do that which is within our power. Lise, Alfino, and I will go and seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it's finished, we will be waiting for you. Let's go. Emanation. Now, while I sit here and wait for the queue pop, I'm going to respond to some messages. I gotta look up some items for Pokemon. Never mind. Did somebody else just come in? Thought I heard somebody running. Okay, she's pretty big and intimidating. And it looks like she's got ads. What is that? You see etheric residue lingering in the body to temporarily disguise yourself as one of Lakshmi's loyal dreamers. Okay. Why do I don't know if that hit the other one, but Lakshmi hit me really hard. A sliver of grace I bequeath to you. Ooh. Uh-oh. I don't want to be anywhere near that. Everybody doing okay? Oh, there's some spooky flowers. Make sure you get away from everybody. Thank you. Is that both the healers? I think it was. Yeah, it was both the healers that got hit with that. If that's not like an on-purpose thing, then that's some really rough luck. Okay.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Ooh, what is happening here? I'm dead. What happened?
I shall free you from your hate.
I don't know what that was. Am I supposed to grab one of these? Am I supposed to do this? Okay. I'm so lost.
Surrender to bliss.
I'm panicking a little.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
I don't think I needed to activate Vril right then, but I did it. I got afraid. Oh, those orbs are the Vril, and if I'm not one of her loyal followers, then some stuff is going to negatively affect me. I think. Okay, so if I come over here, and then I use this, I now have it for 45 seconds. Is that going to protect me? It did! Okay, I'm no longer confused. I'm now locked in. I understand. Please stop moving so much. Please find a spot and just sit there.
I shall free you from your hate.
Okay, that tank buster didn't hit as hard as I expected it to. I got ready to swap and it wasn't entirely needed. But I'd rather be prepared and do the cool and polite thing than not. Oh, there's no loot. Damn.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help. So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
I mean, people just want something to believe in.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope! Our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Oh man, it is rough. Because I understand where they're coming from, but they are very misguided.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
Kill him.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
A plodding bungler.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
Okay, kill him.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
She has more strength than I would. Ooh, she is all alone in here.
Fadola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it
This
be
music
that
is
your
haunting.
creature is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
Choke
And
her
that
up,
is
snap her neck.
very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want...
Use your words. Sorry.
I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Oh, you look cool. You look like a mad scientist. Which is not good for Fordola. I wish we could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they get their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind, we'll deal with that when the time comes. Give me fending. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word of them, blah 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 blah. Let us bear word to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Viranilia. I want this Aether Current. Because if I can, I'd like to unlock flying in between sessions. Or streams. So get it, put it in your mouth. I wanted to save a few steps. Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Kalyana sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. Chris did the deed. We were but witnesses to his heroism. However, I fear this is... Oh, wrong person. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use our crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sisters' plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path, so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully in time they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vyra. On that you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. Back to Manago. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Terrapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi's gone. But I should probably start at the beginning. Yeah, so anyway, they tried to resurrect her daughter, and they kind of did, but it wasn't her daughter. And then we killed Sri Lakshmi. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You've saved a lot of lives, Chris. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kalyana supply of crystals must remain limited to the foreseeable future, and ambient aether levels closely observed. This wasn't the first time it's happened. Literally the entirety of Stormblood kicked off because this happened. It literally happened because of Ilberd summoning Shinryu. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vira on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the Skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Villadina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally! He was also most empathetic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as him, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Mhigo. You've been away for your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Looks like it's up to you and me, or up to me and mine to give you lot a proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for the occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Villadina. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. Were those square grapes? I only eat square grapes. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. Those grapes don't look very square. I'll pass. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. My mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius. Of course, Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older. But they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts and they treat us like them. They push and they push and they... until someone pushes back. Until someone takes up arms or summons a god, a false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die and nothing gets better? And it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us. I know. That's why we're here, isn't it? Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've gotta go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Chris. A honk, me. Let's finish off this quest. There's something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Give me casty earrings. Yo, did I just get a snack? I got a shore log? Heavily spiced zoe meat charred to perfection over an open flame. Common fare amongst the nomadic steppe tribes. Nice. Well, that's where I'm going to go ahead and call the stream. Let's see if there's anybody for me to throw a raid out to. I'm going to throw a raid out to Nagi, who is currently playing Phasmophobia. Definitely share some love. She recently had her entire hard drive give out on her and lost a lot of stuff. So any support that you are able to give would definitely be appreciated. Das Nagi. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you all have a good one. Gonna be throwing out that raid in about 5 or so seconds. Hope y'all have